Welcome back to our walk through Holy Week here at Zion United Methodist Church. My name is Pastor Clay. I'm just so glad that you've been with me during this entire week and that you have joined me for this last day of Holy Week before we celebrate the resurrection. We have seen the full events unfold from Sunday with the crowd shouting, "Hosanna to the Son of David," to Friday with the crowd shouting, "Crucify him." We've seen the death of Jesus. And now here we are on this awkward day called Quiet Saturday. This is a day that's hard to navigate. Can we just name that together? This is a weird day where we commemorate the fact that Jesus was dead. He was literally dead and in the grave, and it seemed for the moment that all hope was lost. And so we hear this account of what happened next from the Gospel of John. This is the story of Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus. After these things, and these things being the death of Jesus, Joseph of Arimathea, who was a disciple of Jesus, though a secret one because of his fear for the Jews, asked Pilate to let him take away the body of Jesus. Pilate gave him permission, and so he came and removed the body. Nicodemus, who had first come to Jesus by night, also came, bringing a mixture of myrrh and aloes weighing about 100 pounds. They took the body of Jesus and wrapped it with spices in linen cloths, according to the burial custom of the Jews. Now there was a garden in the place where he was crucified, and in the garden there was a new tomb in which no one had ever been laid. And so, because it was the Jewish day of preparation and the tomb was nearby, they laid Jesus there. They laid Jesus there. That's it. That's where the story ends, and now we wait. I've really never known what to do with this day until I went to seminary. In seminary, I had a professor named Dr. Philip Thompson, and before Dr. Thompson was a professor, he was a pastor at the church. And as a pastor, he decided that one swing during Holy Week, that they should have a service every single day during Holy Week, including this Quiet Saturday. And the thing that you need to know about Dr. Thompson is that he had always had this appearance that was very nice. He was always clean shaven. He was always very well dressed. His hair always looked perfect. He is the epitome of what I think of when someone is prim and proper. That's Dr. Thompson. Except for on Quiet Saturday. During one of the classes I took with Dr. Thompson, he talked about this service that he had on Quiet Saturday, and he said of his own self that he rolled into church in holey jeans and a dirty t-shirt. He didn't even bother to do his hair or even to shave. In his own words, "I looked like homemade sin, because if Jesus is dead, what's the point?" If Jesus is dead, what's the point? If the story truly ends with Jesus in the tomb, what is the point of any of this? What's the point of dressing up? What's the point of looking nice? Where is our hope for living in the first place? If the story ends there, and keep in mind that for Joseph and Nicodemus and the rest of the disciples, the story did end there, at least for now, what's the point? And so they waited. And so now we wait. But we do not wait as those who have no hope, because we know that the story doesn't end there. The story is just beginning. But that's for tomorrow. See you in the morning.